What's going on, people? It's True Boxing Fan. I ain't been in the camera in a minute. Let me take these headphones. I'll leave them on. Fuck it. Beats by Dre. But anyway, they got nothing to do with this video. This is my post recap of Lamont Peterson versus Amir Queen Khan. Or should I say King Khan or whatever. Um, First of all, before I get into anything, before I cut anything, I'm in my car, just warming up. Gonna drop off these not Netflix, Redbox movies. But I want to do this shit before I go. Anyway, before I get into anything, big ups. Both of them motherfuckers put on a show. They was out there banging. I call him King, Queen Khan, but he was out there banging. Lamont was out there banging. I didn't do I didn't do a video saying who I thought would win, because I've been busy. But I've been on YouTube. I follow people. I talk to people. And I gave my opinion. I thought Lamont would win on the scorecards, but they would rob him because Khan is the bigger draw. You can make more money. I thought it would be one of them type of things. But first off, let me say, there was no bias ref. That was one of the best jobs a ref did, in my opinion. Here's why. Before you thumbs down the video or give me some bullshit or whatever, here's why. Usually when fighters clinch, some refs are quick to let them out. Cortez. This ref, which shocked me, was anytime they clinched, regardless who started it, regardless if it was Peterson or Lamont, Lamont or Khan, he basically said, fight out of it. Basically, hey, don't look for me to help your ass, fight out of it. So they had to fight out of it. The ref warned Khan several times, not once, not twice, several times. Stop pushing, Khan. Stop pushing, Khan. Stop pushing, Khan. Stop pushing him, Khan. Stop pushing him, Khan. All right, this is the last time I'm warning you, Khan. Stop pushing him. Now, the HBO team was saying how they felt he should have gave him a stern warning, like he's a child, like he's supposed to say, time out. All right, Amir Khan, you have to stop pushing, because if you push one more time, I'm going to take a point. You got that, young man? Are we understood? Do we see eye to eye? Like he's a child. I don't think that's necessary. Different refs ref fights at their discretion. Example I give people all the time. If a cop pulls me over for speeding today, and then he lets me go, and then a week later in the same location, another cop pulls me over and gives me a ticket, I can't say, well, Officer Ricky, let me fucking go. You should let me go too. No, Officer Ricky is the nice cop. It's at his discretion. I'm the cop that I don't give a fuck. I give everybody tickets. Oh, this is bullshit. You're biased. No, this is how I run my shift, and this applies to boxing as well. Cortez, prime example. Cortez is known, Mr. I'm fair but I'm firm. I think he's a decent ref. He's not as bad as people think, but hell, if you get close, he gonna break you up, and that'll work to your advantage. See, Cortez would have been great for this fight, like Maidana. He stopped Maidana from working in the inside, so Maidana couldn't do his work. That's the ref who I believe if they have a rematch, they're going to try to get. I wouldn't be surprised, because that's his reffing style, which means that when you pick fights, you could pick. See, it's not always about the fighting that determines the victor. The place, the location, the judges, and the ref. If you have a ref, not necessarily saying I'm giving them benefit of the doubt, not necessarily saying Cortez is a biased ref. He doesn't like inside fighting. If you clinch, he's breaking you up and making you reset. That's his style. This ref, I forgot his name. This ref didn't give a damn. If y'all got close, fight out of that shit. I'm not finna break it up. But Khan did a lot of excessive pushing, and not just like pushing to create space. I mean, pushing and punching. Some cheap shot shit. I feel like the ref did a great job. Peterson, we all know Khan doesn't have an inside game. He doesn't do well with slick fighters. He tried to complain about Peterson headbutting him. Peterson gets low. He gets real low for somebody 5'9", 5'10". He gets low like a sweet pea. That's just how he fights. I told somebody over here, and I'm going to tell you again. They was like, but he was coming in with his head. He didn't want to get headbutted. It's a way around that. When he comes in, you grab him, and you make the ref do his job. Make the ref say break. If he wants to keep coming in, then you just keep doing it. You don't. This is what people don't understand. You don't, and I repeat, you don't hold his head, because even if he was coming in with his head, we can't see that. All we see is you pushing his head down. You see what I'm saying? It's like if me and you boxing and I'm talking shit in your ear, calling your mama stank, slut, whore, cunt, whore, bitch, and then when the ref says break, you swing and hit me. To the public, it looks like you just hit me for no fucking reason. I'm looking around because I'm in my apartment complex, in the parking lot. It looks like you hit me for no fucking reason. You see what I'm saying? They didn't hear you. I didn't hear me whisper in your ear, your mom's a cunt whore. You see what I'm saying? So, same thing with low blows. If I hit you with a low blow real good that nobody saw, and then when the ref breaks, you fucking swing on me and hit me, I'm gonna act into it like, oh my God, why did you swing? But you're gonna cost yourself a point. Use your head. If you're gonna fight dirty, at least try to hide it. If you're gonna cheat on the test, motherfucker, don't put the answers right next to the test and be looking like this. And then when the teacher come by, be like, "Why you ain't got Bobby over there who got the note in his jacket?" Bitch, at least he got common sense to put the note in his fucking jacket. Duh. But like I said, Peterson did a great job. He showed Conor got an inside game. Now I give Conor his credit. When they was in the middle of that in the center of that damn ring, Khan was boxing, spinning them, boxing. That's where he was dominant. Nobody dominated. They dominated different parts of the fight. Khan dominated the center of the ring. Peterson dominated against the ropes. And whenever he would do inside body work, he was tearing that body up. Khan was trying to act like it, but he was getting that body fucked up. He was tearing into that motherfucker's body. But Khan is one of those fighters where he has to start fast. He starts really fast. And then he goes on a decline. He starts really fast. He's real jittery. He has to do that so he can win rounds. He expends so much energy doing that. He can't keep that up. If he could keep how he fights in the first 2 or 3 rounds up, he would blow out everybody. I would think he would beat Floyd specifically on that, because he keeps that type of energy. But he will not keep that up after 4 rounds. He just can't, because he's expending too much energy. Now, let's go into some psychological shit I keep hearing about the hometown victory. Now, Khan, nobody's ever thought, ain't nobody said this on video, so I'll be the first to do this. Exclusive, new shit. But Khan picks to fight Lamont in his hometown in D.C. He didn't have to do that. All right? He could have fought anywhere. He could have fought on fucking Pluto, because he's the draw and he's the champ. He's on Twitter tweeting about, yeah, we're having a party after the fight, and such and such, come party with me. He's doing interviews saying, I'm a bigger draw in your city than you. I got more fans here than you. Yeah, and then he's doing interviews saying, yeah, after this fight, this is my last fight, and I'm going after Mayweather. Essentially, like, I gonna say look over, because you don't look over no fighter as a professional fighter. He knew what he had. But essentially, he's saying to Peterson, you such a bitch, and I'm going to run over you so bad that I'm going to come to your hometown, and I'm going to whoop your ass in front of your people, and I'm going to take your fans, and I'm not even worried about a rematch or no, because this is it. I'm going to whoop your ass, and I'm moving on. He essentially made it sound like he was going to walk in the park, like Peterson, not looking over him, because he knew what the fuck he had in front of him, but basically, you're not a challenge. I'm going to destroy you. There is no what if I'm going to beat you, then I'm moving on. You see what I'm saying? It's like if we played basketball and I was like, we playing at 21. Okay, I'm going to spot you 18. And after that, I'm going to play, whoever, not even feel like I'm going to spot you. So he tried to, it was basically, if you get what I'm saying, he was essentially trying to humiliate Lamont Peterson by showing, I can come to your territory and kick your ass. That's what he was doing. So he got what he deserved. I say, even just like Outside of the Ropes, I was just watching this video, it's in the background. Like Outside of the Ropes said, if you ignore the bullshit knockdowns and the points, Peterson still would have won. He still would have won. Or you keep the 1 point, I would say, Peterson should have still won. I feel like there's only so many times I can warn you to not push. There has to be, there's consequences for your actions. If you keep pushing in a fight by me warning you and I don't do anything, you're just going to keep doing it. Prime example, Floyd Mayweather, Jose Luis Castillo. Floyd had a point removed for using that elbow, which Khan was using, by the way, too. He took that point. Floyd stopped doing it because it took for a point to be deducted for Floyd to know he is serious. I can keep telling you all goddamn day. But that's what I want to say. True Boxing, you know what I'm saying? Write, comment, subscribe, talk shit. I get back to everybody on this bitch. And, oh yeah, I wish Khan had one of those little things, the mile, when you take a step, they tell you how many steps you took. They put one on his hip. Because I know that motherfucker ran at least 2.5, 3 miles in that goddamn ring. Because he was a marathon in that bitch. He was Lance Armstrong in that bitch. He was running his ass off trying to steal rounds. Flurry, pop, 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 pop. Then get on his bike and run. Pop, 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 pop. Get on his bike and run. Then run around and run around. Pop, 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 pop. Bullshit. But like I said, the better man won. I'm proud. Lamont is a good fighter. Not a great elite fighter, but I say he's a solid B fighter. I don't think it should be a rematch off the back. I would rather see Khan Maidana 2 or Khan Ortiz. I think Ortiz will knock him out. I think he'll win those first couple of rounds, but I think Ortiz has the power to hurt him. Lamont was hurt. They was hurting each other. I'm gonna keep it funky. They was hurting each other, but I think Lamont was hurting him with them body shots. So true boxing, I'm out this bitch. We're gonna go drop off these red box movies and get back to the crib. Cause it's Sunday. Homie gotta work tomorrow. I ain't looking forward to it. So, hey, I'm out. Deuces, bitches.